Do you feel left behind? Do you feel empty? You may be suffering from SMTA, seasonal main tune absence.
How do I fix it?
Worry not. Introducing Bassie, the Easter basket that refused to be replaced. Packed with teamwork, stuffed with survival, and loaded with enough trauma to survive almost being replaced by a chocolate bunny.
That sounds personal.
Shut up! She's pink, she's purple, and went almost green with envy. If you're on one heart, she knows. If you're low on stamina, she knows. And if last year you bought Coco before buying her, she knows
too.
With this video, you'll be able to prepare to get your hands on the one, the only, Bassie! So, what are you waiting for? That letter you weren't supposed to read to arrive again? Watch this video and prepare to get your very own Basket Boomington.
That's not how you say my name.
Not approved by Dandy, probably. Hello, my dears! Welcome back to another video. It's MDN, and today we're going to be discussing how to prepare for the Easter event. Switching over to voiceover MDN, I'm going to be sharing the 5 biggest tips that you can do to prepare to get Bassie before the update drops this year, 3 myths you should be aware of, and finally, my best tips and tricks to ensure you get Bassie once the update is released. Tip number 1 is save your iCore. Now, I know a lot of us may actually have thousands of iCore just saved, but something that a lot of people don't realize is how quickly you can spend that iCore when buying things in the pre-game screen. Those bands, meds, and valves that you buy can actually really quickly deplenish your iCore without you even realizing. And of course, since Squirm just dropped, a lot of people are going to be spending iCore on him and possibly new skins that come out. If we take a look at the requirements to get Bassie, we do need at least 2,500 iCore total to purchase her. So just remember to try to save your iCore and be smart about what you decide to buy pre-game and also skin-wise. Tip number 2. Train yourself to get to higher floors. Now, I know that it can be really tedious, especially doing solos. I am one of those people that actually really dislike doing solos. I like being in a team. But with that said, regardless of whether your entire team dies on like floor 18, keep going. This serves several purposes. Number 1, you're going to be able to do that first tip I gave you, which is to save your iCore. Each floor you get, every machine you do, and each capsule that you pick up gives you iCore. So if you get to further floors, especially in a solo or after your entire team dies, you're gonna have so much more iCore to save up. Something else that this allows is for you to train yourself to get past floor 20. During all of the seasonal events, not just Easter, but including the Christmas and Halloween events, something that a lot of people like to do is get to floor 20, which is the guaranteed spawn for the Twisted of that season, whether that be Twisted Bobette, Gordy, or Bassie, to get their research and then they die. This is a big no-no. Try your best to not do this. Try your best to continue, because after floor 20, the chances of getting that same Twisted increase exponentially. So if you're kind of training yourself now to get to 20 and get past 20 until whenever you die, that's going to help you a lot during the seasonal event for you to get the most amount of Twisted Bassie research once she drops. Tip number 3. This goes hand in hand with that second one, but it's kind of the opposite. Don't bore yourself with gaming, aka burnout. Repetitive gaming in a specific game can cause lack of motivation and also lack the fun. So don't force yourself to get to like floor 50. This will lead us into my tip number 4, which is self-care. And it may sound silly because, oh, it's like a video game and games are fun and games can be therapeutic and a form of self-care. But when you're forcing yourself to unlock a new tune, to get their trinket, to get their skins, you make it more like a task instead of fun. So please remember to stay hydrated, eat your food, and also make sure to get your sleep, guys. I know there's a lot of people who like to stay up gaming because, oh, I promised myself I'm gonna get all Twisted Bassie research completed tonight. I can't stop. Like, no, guys, please take a break, okay? You have over a whole month to get Bassie. And then finally, my 5th tip, which also piggybacks off of that, is to remember that it is simply an online game. Bassie and her Twisted are just pixels. That's all they are. Please don't force yourself to stay up super late to get Bassie. Don't be hard on yourself if you die at like floor 19 before seeing her Twisted. And like I said previously, remember, you have over a month to get her. So with those tips out of the way, I'm gonna move into the top 3 biggest myths that a lot of Dandy's World players fall for. Myth number 1, you have to play as Roger. So speaking by personal experience, the Easter event was my first proper event because if you don't know, I started playing Dandy's World in January of 2025. So I joined as the Christmas event was actually getting promoted and released. I didn't know anything about the game, so obviously I wasn't after like Bobette research. I was kind of doing my own thing. So therefore, the Easter event in 2025 was my first proper event. I didn't even play as Roger once to get Bassie, and I ended up getting her within the week. Now, this is not to say, oh, you can't play as Roger. This is just saying that everybody who says, oh, you must play as Roger in order to get them fast, they're not exactly telling the truth. Of course, obviously, we all know that Roger's ability is that he doubles your research. That goes for both aggro as well as for the capsules. But you don't have to force yourself to play as Roger, especially if he's a toon that you don't like playing as. Personally, I'm not a big fan of his movement speed. However, to break it down for you, if you would like to play as Roger, you would need to get to floor 20 a minimum of 8 total times. And that's assuming you don't see her before then. Myth number 2, you need a team. As you guys know, I don't like playing solos, but I will give solos credit where it is due. Solos can be very effective to getting the holiday tunes, and this is primarily for 2 reasons. Number 1, you'll get a lot more iCore because you'll be the one doing all the machines. And number 2, there's less chance of, for example, a griefer because there's nobody else, it's just you. So therefore, you don't need a team. So I just want to give this as a piece of advice. If you don't have a team, don't feel like you're missing out on anything. You can still get your twisted research on Bassie or any other seasonal holiday main, as long as you know what you're doing and you don't die too early. Myth number 3, picking up baskets, spamming commands, and other things will increase the chance of Bassie spawning. So if you know me, you know that I have done actually 2 videos testing out several different myths that a lot of people in the Dandy's World community like to say work. I've tested out not picking up the holiday currency. I've tested out spamming commands like /spawn whatever, twisted Gordy, twisted Bobette. I've done things like not buy from Dandy's shop. I've done other things like say other random things into the chat. But let me tell you, all of those videos I did were all just for fun. They are not rooted in any fact or any truth. They are all myth. So if you ever hear anyone, whether that be in your run or in a Discord server or on a Reddit post saying, don't pick up the baskets, you're not gonna get Bassie, or spam /spawn twisted Bassie into the chat and she will appear, just know that that is all false and all myth. It may be a coincidence, which is basically what happened to me in my video, but none of this is rooted in truth or in fact, so just be wary of all of these myths that people like to spread. Now onto the good stuff during the event, and I'd like you guys to maybe try to keep these in mind once the Easter update drops again. My best tip and trick number 1 is to make sure you're up to date with any free holiday currency, which in this case would be baskets. Things such as codes from the Discord server that Quell may drop, daily check-in rewards like we had during Christmas, double currency weekend, and other things can help you get more holiday currency, therefore allowing you to get Bassie faster. So just keep an eye out for these things. Number 2, we did already touch on this, but keep going even once you hit floor 20. Like I said previously, your chances of seeing twisted Bassie again will increase exponentially. They will be much greater than if you die and restart again just to get to floor 20. Number 3, focus on getting the tunes first and then their skins. Remember, you can have the tunes without having their skins, but you can't really have the skins without having the tunes. So while I'm sure there's going to be lots of cute skins released during the Easter update for the Easter tunes as well as for other tunes, just keep in mind that if your goal is to get Bassie, try to spend your iCore wisely and try not to spend it all on skins, and wait until you have Bassie and even the other Easter tunes before you go and spend iCore on skins. Number 4, try to make a schedule. So like I stated also previously, remember, we're gonna have over a month to get Bassie and to get all the Easter tunes. So don't be too hard on yourself and don't give yourself deadlines that are impossible to meet. Even if you get 5% research on twisted Bassie each day, you'd be able to get her in 20 days. That's something that I found really helped me when getting the seasonal mains. Instead of trying to cram 100% research in each day, spread it out. Get 8% research this day, get a certain amount of research this day, and then maybe you can get double that the next day, and then maybe you can take a break and maybe the next day you can get some more research. If you give yourself time, not only will you have the motivation to do it, but also you'll have fun doing it. If you make it seem like a task, you're not going to enjoy doing it, and that's why many people procrastinate and end up not getting the holiday main or the holiday tunes. So with that one said, my 5th and final tip and trick that you should remember during the Easter update is to have fun. As I stated previously, remember, this is a game. This is not a life or death situation, and this is just meant to be fun and relaxing and entertaining. You should not be giving yourself deadlines on a game. So please don't feel like you have to stay up until 4 in the morning trying to get the main holiday tune. If you have friends that also play Roblox with you, invite them on runs. Make it a fun thing. Invite your little siblings, invite your older siblings. Heck, invite your mom and your dad. Honestly, just remember that these are fun events. This should be fun, and this should not feel like work or a task. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy these tips and tricks, and I hope that if you haven't gotten Bassie or any of the other Easter tunes, that this year these tips and tricks can help you succeed in that. Once again, don't be hard on yourself and have fun. That is the most important part of Dandy's World and any other game in general. I hope everybody has an amazing day. I am so excited for the Easter event to drop. Stay safe and remember, God loves you. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Thank you.